see you. So we're live right now. Um,
Here you are.
I see everyone.
Would you like some coffee?
It looks good.
To help
It
yourself.
looks good.
Help yourself.
So I'm gonna go take me.
Yeah. Whatever way revisits, do it. Whatever way you want to express yourself. That's it.
There's an engineer yesterday. There's an engineer last night.
Now we good. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
You're gonna wrap this up.
Yeah, this is good. This is fine.
Bathroom, Harvey.
Did you cook the jacket? Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, please. Up here. It's right here. Oh, here it is. She check the clock.
Sure, I'm about to check it.
He says.
Right there.
Right?
There you go.
I see it.
Right behind you. No, I put it over there. I just gave it to Ginger. We're live. We're live.
Good morning.
Good morning. Yes. Testing. Now's the time for all good men to come to the
People coming in the country. Typing test.
That was the Tiger's test, right? Back in the day.
We're on live.
So I'm live.
Yes.
Okay. It's now 12. Okay. Good morning and welcome to the temporary House of Umoja. Today we are announcing the delayed Million Fathers March, which normally for the past 18 years we've had the march under the guidance of my late husband, David Fatah Sr., always on the first day of school. But this year, because of the pending teacher strike and also the changes that SEPTA was going through, we decided to hold off until Friday. So Friday, the National Million Fathers March, of which we are the Philadelphia contingent, will be throughout the country having their marches. So we are joining with them. And our leader for this activity is my grandson, Anthony Bannister, Fatah.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you all for coming out this morning for our press conference regarding the Million Fathers March that we do, like my grandmother said, we've been doing for the last 18 years. This year, we approached it a little different regarding, like my grandmother mentioned, the SEPTA strike and the potential SEPTA strike and the potential teachers strike. And so we decided to do it throughout the national component of the Million Fathers March with everyone else. There's over 800 cities that are going to be doing it this Friday. So that being said, we want to continue the legacy that we've been doing every year. This is kind of a blessing in disguise because last week I went to Overbrook High School because we normally do it on the first day of school. And I went to Overbrook last week and I mentioned the Million Fathers March. They said they didn't come this year. So that let us know that they really wanted us to be there and they're looking forward to what's coming this Friday. So we told them that we're coming there to support the staff, the principal, and of course the students. So with that being said, calling all fathers, urgent call to action. Fathers mobilize as Philadelphia education faces a perfect storm. Despite the fire that we received that destroyed our main office, the House of Umoja refused to let our Philadelphia children face the perfect storm of educational challenges alone. With SEPTA services which were potentially looming and the teachers dealing with their strike, we are planning to continue this year's 18th annual Million Fathers March. And it will be on September the 19th, this Friday at 7 o'clock. And we will be walking from the House of Umoja to Overbrook High School to welcome their children to school this year and to support whatever the teachers and the staff may need, that they have already taken inventory on what the children may be going through already since they're already a couple of weeks in school. Okay, we have a real crisis. Only 34% of Philadelphia students read proficiently with math scores. And the math scores are even lower at 21.8%. Mental health challenges are escalating post-COVID, and over half a dozen non-custodial fathers have limited engagement with their children. This year, we get peace lit again. Lit, not just lit as in fire, but lit as in literacy. Reading is our peaceful resistance. The House of Umoja's Reading is Resistance campaign takes on new urgency as book bans and literacy attacks intensifies across the nation, and Philadelphia reading is also under attack. Our banner this year is Peace Lit, and reading is our peaceful resistance. Fathers will march from the House of Umoja, 1433 North Fraser Street, on Queen Mother Falaka Fatah's Way, at 7 a.m. to demonstrate that knowledge is power, literacy is liberation, and fathers are the front line in protecting their children's rights to read and theirs. There is no peace without freedom, and there is no freedom without education. Echoes Malcolm X. Words of hundreds of fathers prepared to walk their children to school throughout the corridors. Our corridors must be safe and remain safe, regardless of our external pressures. This is what I feel as our duty as men in our community, especially as fathers. The 57th anniversary of the House of Umoja magazine will also be a part of this year's Million Fathers March. We'll be issuing out our magazine at Overbrook High, also with information regarding how children and how students and how parents can actively connect with their children throughout this year's school year. The timing of our 57th anniversary will focus on the future. It could not be more critical. We're calling for articles from writers of all ages to run across our October 31st issue, from October the 1st to October 31st. This will be our historic issue, and it will feature our intergenerational voices of fathers and children sharing their literacy journeys as acts of peaceful resistance against educational oppression, as well as community members expounding on culture and the value of a human life. This is what it's about. It's about making sure our children get to school safe and making sure they have safe passages, but also continue to connect with them throughout the school year, whether it be homework help, whether it be mentoring, whether it be volunteering, or just showing up for your child's PTA service. So with that being said, we refuse to let a fire, transit cuts, or any other obstacles stop us from being the difference in our children's lives. Queen Mother Falakata states this, and who will address the media alongside with other community members on October the 19th. I'm sorry, September the 19th, 2025 at 7 a.m. at the House of Umoja. Thank you all for your attention this morning.
Before we open it up for questions and hopefully answers, it is important for us to understand that the father's involvement in the child's education is crucial. It is based on the most current studies. It shows that if a child's father is involved, there's less absenteeism. When the father is involved, there is less behavioral disruption. When the father is involved, there are more students graduating from school. The graduation rate goes up. When the father is involved, it gives the child a illumination that only a man can give to his children. And so we feel that it's extremely important. We concentrate here in Philadelphia on what we call the absentee father. That's the father who may be divorced, or maybe there was never a marriage, where the father might be incarcerated, but he can appoint someone from his family to be his surrogate at the moment. We feel that the father, throughout the lifetime of development, a woman is a woman.
Mm-hmm.
And has her role. She cannot. So now we open it up for any questions. Any questions?
How many people have so far signed up?
We don't sign up.
Or they just come?
It is a symbolic march.
Okay.
We don't ask the fathers all over the city to come and walk with us to Oakville. What we ask is the fathers go to where their children go to school and become involved. Okay. Our little march to, whether there's 10 men or 2, is because Overbrook is within our community, is our high school. The majority of the children that have been part of the House of Umoja for the past 57 years, and they've been thousands, most of them, I would say at least 80 to 85% attended Overbrook. So when we go out, it's just a symbolic, but we want the fathers to outreach.
And we also want fathers to hashtag their activities on social media. MFM, which stands for Million Father March, to show their participation.
So
Any other questions?
They take a little video, put that
In the caption,
somewhere.
they
Okay.
can tag the House of Umoja, and they can hashtag MFM, which is Million Fathers March. It's a global hashtag.
We also carry on the legacy of my late husband, David Fatah, who was an educator. He retired from teaching at Shoemaker. And he was, at the time of success, he was still studying. When the school bell rang, he was there. At that point, he was going for his PhD. He was both the student and the teacher.
Mm-hmm.
And so we also feel that when men who that he's still with us. And the African tradition says that as long as you remember, you cannot die. And so, because we are his family, we also include that.
We do have a space on our website where if you want to register, you can register, and through your registering, you receive a free Million Fathers March Reading is Resistance t-shirt also, like the young man wearing right there.
Yeah, anyone that attends the march, we give them a T-shirt, and we want them to, wherever they're going, to be our walking, maybe
Representation. A
representation.
representation of the mentality.
So throughout the year, even though the march is taking place on the 19th, but education is not one day. Education is not 1 hour. Education is a lifetime. Never, it can always continue.
And the shirt is a good deterrent of I come in peace, so right from the get.
This I Come in Peace was created by the young men that lived here on the block of us during that time when the young people created the slogan and we made it our slogan. It was during the days and during the height of the gang wars. And so since here at Umoja, those that lived with me and my husband, most of them were from different gangs from all over the city. And some of them would go home to their parents on the weekends, which meant that they had to pass other gangs' areas. And so the boys said, well, they want people to know that as they're on their way from West Philly to Germantown, South Philly, or North Philly, that they came in peace.
You know where I'm coming from.
And so the youth themselves created our theme. And so they spoke, and we answered. We come.
Do you think that one book that probably because your husband, partly because he was an educator, you think that's partly why you guys cared so much about young men? Like he just had a teaching spirit and kind of went to embrace them and say, look, these are,
Well,
I know that.
As my grandson said, House of Umoja this year is now 57 years old. But 57 years ago, his father was 16 and a member of the gang. So when I at that time, mothers who had their sons involved were sending their sons back south. But he came out of Virginia and there was nobody left for me to even think about sending him to. And so that option was closed off. And so I basically started, it was just as a mother trying to save my son. My son's gangs fighting 2 other gangs. When I counted up the numbers of those 2 other gangs, it came to over 200 that would consider my son a target if there was a gang war. When I got that education, I stopped music, because after all, this is my child. And so I couldn't go out in the street where he was. So I invited his gang to come and live with me. And that's been over 50-some years ago. And so I was not trying to branch out to these other areas. It just, as time went by, things happened, things changed. And most of all, he lived to produce this wonderful son. Which maybe at 16, if he hadn't been doing what he was doing, maybe I wouldn't have, you know what I mean? I don't know.
Right.
I was not trying to save the world. I was just trying to keep the child alive. And all of this kind of way. But then at some point along the way, I realized that it really is not a matter of biology. That mothers to all children, just as fathers are fathers to all children. And it wasn't just about my son, it was about our sons. And so, Baby John, that he was from a gang that we had to get permission from his gang to allow my son's gang to come to here to live. Permission had to be given. So Baby John is one of the original negotiators, give them safe passage to wages.
You don't look like a tough guy.
I'm giving you
the days.
back.
Those are the days.
So,
I have a question.
I mean,
I have a question. My understanding that they were issued over there last year with last year, I think it was last year, but there was a big issue with the students and maybe a gun issue. Was the House of Umoja alerted?
So yes, we
And did
extend that.
y'all go up and try to assist
Well,
overbook?
let us talk about, we want to respond to initiations because, see, it's not, at one time, House of Umoja, and other groups were all out there. But that was back in the day. If we're talking about current, you got to look at this guy. He is going to say a few words about what's happening now. Introduce yourself.
Okay. Good
Yeah.
afternoon, everyone. So,
Tell your name.
my name is Mazi Casher at Philly Truce, and to address what goes on these days.
Right.
So, Philly Truce has a program called Peace Patrol, where we visit blocks that have been regularly impacted by gun violence, and we target blocks that we get information from the DA's office, and we do it statistically. So for right now, for example, we visiting in a cycle since March 53 blocks that represent the top 5 blocks in their part of town, meaning the most shootings, fatal and non-fatal, going back 18 months from the time that we started, which was in March of this year.
And it's been a 64% decline.
Right. So that was a different campaign. But let me explain some of the challenges of doing that work regularly and consistently. Right. And there's some men in here that's been part of it.
Mhm.
You know, we have had very successful volunteer campaigns, and since 2024, we've moved into compensating men, particularly men coming home from incarceration, to do this work. It's very challenging to raise money for this. It's probably more challenging to get the mindset shift from showing up to earn a dollar to showing up to, protect the community. But what we found that when the volunteer campaigns were successful, they were successful because people wanted to and they believed in it. But there also presents challenges there with sustainability.
Mhm.
So what we during the most successful campaign was Queen Mother alluded to, was called Operation Hug the Block. It was 2023 prior to the election of Mayor Parker, and we were, along with Jamal Johnson and again some gentlemen in here, Ice over there, Monk right here, lobbying to make this a thing that the city paid for. And so, right now they do, but as you know, money don't solve all challenges, right? Because what did we have to add to it to make it something that would be funded? We had to add personal development for the guys who participate. We had to add workforce opportunities for the guys that participate. So all throughout this year, the guys have been going mostly either to some HVAC training or some CDL training after they complete the personal development training. The challenge with that is, first of all, many groups saw their funding cut, so partners, so we had challenges with that. And then, quite frankly, what we find is that when we get to the point where it's time for guys to leave our training, our personal development training, and go to the HVAC or to the CDL or whatever, they honestly really just want to do Peace Patrol, which is a great thing, except, every guy has a certain amount of money. So, a roundabout way of saying things are being done to address it. In my opinion, in my experience, unless and until we can have this type of mobility or mobilization in multiple areas at one time, there's not going to be enough of us out there to address every concern as it arises. So for us, like I said, we've been visiting the same 53 blocks in a cycle since March, but it's one team, at most 2 teams, meaning 7 to a dozen men out there at any one given time. So that's good for that block for that night, but all of these blocks need it. The other thing that's going on at certain schools, at least almost 2 dozen schools. It's called Safe Path Monitoring. I don't know if Overbrook has it or not. They may be one of the schools. But we just have to continue to cultivate the mindset in our men that is our responsibility. And whether that means men who understand are going to come out, or you got to pay them to come out and try to change their mind while you're doing it, that's just at Philly Troops our position that the more responsible and responsive our men become, the safer our community is going to become. And we just keep chipping away at that.
My interrupt again, I'm sorry. Did you tell me the fire? So when was the fire and
Okay,
how much damage and what you guys need to?
okay. At the corner of this block, if you look at the architecture on this block, you can see House of Umoja.
Yeah.
Our office was at 5625 Master Street. Okay. During the period of time when we hit like 90 degrees for like maybe 5 or 6 days in a row, I had a house guest up on the second floor, and in his room, someone plugged in the air conditioner instead of plugging it directly into the socket. They plugged it into the extension, and there was either a bag of clothing or something in the room in close proximity to the air conditioner. According to the fire marshal, it smoldered. Now, maybe during the night, my office is on the first floor, and of course I'm on Isaac. So, but there were fire detectors throughout the building. But in the morning where's Jackie? Around 8 o'clock in the morning, Jackie, who was also my house guest, we were having a discussion about work for the day, and the fire, the system went on. She went up the steps and she called the fire department. And when they came, they actually did no damage to the fire. I have to say, because the water, okay, the fire at that time was in a small building, but the water that they take down to the office destroyed a lot. And that's where, and so I am temporarily here with, where's Hakeem? When Hakeem took me in, this is Emoji's house too, but this is his home. And, so he took Mom in, and I've been here ever since. And they have since that time, they have put the windows back in, that the firemen broke out. They have, this weekend, they're putting stucco on the outside of the building. So next week, if we see it, it will blend back in. And the workmen have cleaned out the inside because they had to do demolition. Even though I had just paid for wiring a month earlier, they had to take the walls and rewire a total rehab. And so Hakeem will have to have company for a minute until they get inside and go home.
It's all good.
It's all good. But fortunately, I'm blessed because I am so blessed because having had over, in a 40-year period, over 3,000 boys lived here. And they all call me Mom. And so when Mom gets in trouble, Mom gets a lot of help. And it's just not my sons who have come back to help, but also, there's not a day or 2 days to go by that neighbors are not bringing food here. So much food that we've given the food to other neighbors. So I don't know what to tell you. It's certainly, I've been on this block. I bought my first house on this block when I was 17. I'm now 93. So I'm not going until God calls me. I'm not going nowhere. And I'm going to be right here. And I got plenty of protection to keep me healthy and safe. And And Hakeem's make the best coffee in town. He wakes me up in coffee. I got to go on, girlfriend.
Oh my goodness.
Yes,
You
ma'am.
are so beautiful. Oh my God, 93, I wouldn't have thought of
Yeah, I will be
would have to,
nine.
like,
I will be
think logically,
94.
but
I'll be 94 doing Kwanzaa. I will turn 94. Yeah.
We have another speaker.
Let's say, baby.
Any more words?
Any more questions? Any answers? This is it.
you have a
Okay.
GoFundMe page, right?
Do I have what?
Like, you know, those GoFundMe pages to deal with the fire, like where anybody can read and say, "Oh my gosh, I'll send $25 or a big
Oh
shot."
no, I haven't.
or
I haven't
blah
done
blah
that.
blah blah.
I haven't.
Different events.
I know what you're talking about. The GoFundMe. I haven't done that. I'm not trying to have no pity parties. None of that dumb stuff. Okay, we will. I have faith, and I think that nothing happens without a reason. Because we're working on building a peace academy on this block of our buildings, and that just means that God's just saying, "Hurry up and get it done." So that's a message. No pity parties.
Can I say something?
Yes,
You
sir.
did ask me this?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, now, check. I'm just a regular person. Right? I got no teeth in my mouth. This is why I got a mask on.
Okay.
No, I ain't worried about
The
your
reason
mouth.
why, the reason why I'm here,
Yes, sir.
I'm just want to. You asked me to speak. Because I'm ready to speak, and I think I'm reading ready to roll.
Mhm.
The reason why me and this brother's here because of you. Now you don't know us, maybe. You might know. I don't know if you know. But it don't matter.
Mm.
We here because of you. Now, Jamal Johnson.
It's my son.
He's really how I came through here. I
Right.
came in here with Jamal Johnson.
Jamal is my child. I'm sorry. I'm
You
sorry.
don't have to.
He's
Mother-
mine.
Mother-
Yeah,
like I said, I'm here.
Okay.
I love Mozzie, and I work with him.
Okay.
But I'm here because
Go ahead.
because somebody said black men.
Yes.
All right, that's why me and him came, right? And
Mm-hmm.
your name,
It still ring bells, man.
okay?
Mm.
Still ring bells.
That's why we came. That's the reason why we came.
Oh my God.
Now, let me say this because you asked me to speak,
Yes, sir.
and I'm speaking.
Yes, sir.
Now, this brother, I was from the Barbary Coast. Let's get this thing straight.
Yeah.
This brother, I believe, is from the moon.
Yes.
Mhm.
this
And
is
I-
Luther-
you know what I mean?
Luther. Yeah. Right.
So I know that. I'm 674, so I know that history. You know what I'm saying? I'm a big part of that history, being from the Barbary Coast.
Yes.
Mhm.
But your name and your husband's name always rang in the name in West Philly, in Philly, in Philly, period. And personally, and I'm nobody, but somebody. You
Mhm.
understand what I'm
Yes.
saying?
Yes.
And it's my opinion. I'm hearing it, and this and that, whatever. The House of Umoja should be taken care of.
Amen.
You shouldn't have to for nothing. Now this is how I feel. I ain't got nothing. If I had money, believe me, I would have broke you off.
Listen, she had me playing the what was it? She had me playing.
I'm ready to get on out of here.
The line.
Well,
She did it.
this should be taken care of.
Came in, I had never played the line.
Just like independent call, just like independent call, just like independent call, whatever, or independent call. They call these places.
That's right.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Good talk.
Okay.
Give it to you back. If you don't mind.
Piggyback off what he said.
Anything to support.
Yeah. The brother speaking.
Thank you. Thank you.
And I'm here, being he's not here, he's not in the city. Jamal Johnson, we represent that too.
Stop killing us.
But you know, I'm gonna tell you something about Jamal, and I'm the only one who can tell you this, okay? When I met Jamal, I got a telephone call, and he and his brother they said And would I take them in because they didn't think he belonged going to jail for stealing a ham?
And he's a
And
Muslim.
so I said, well, I said,
He was Muslim man.
I said, well, bring him and his brother to me. I said, but I don't eat no ham. But if he wants to eat, he'll eat. And so that's what I meant to Mom. Mom finished growing up here. When he left here, he went to the Marines. Okay.
We know.
And one thing I'll tell you for sure, Jamal don't play.
Amen.
He do not play, and he does not. He's not grinning if it's not a joke.
Amen.
So he's mine. I claim him, whether people agree with him or not. He's still mine until I said so. Okay, so that's that.
All right,
She want to take a picture.
She want to take a picture.
Wait a minute, this guy here.
So before y'all run out the door, can y'all stand over here?
Come on.
The elder was speaking.
He wants to take a picture.
Oh, take a picture.
After you speak, after the brother Red speak.
Okay, let me hear him.
Well, basically,
Yes, sir.
piggybacking off what he said, and it's indicative of the city. But not taking care of the places that made it. We're talking about you. We're talking about Uptown. We're talking about Joe Frazier's Gym. We're talking about Blue Horizon. We're talking about all these iconic places that made all of it. But all of us have been in some of these places at one time or another. I got heavily involved with this. I've had 5 different murders in the last 8 years. Last 8 years. So it's like, been through all the groups, I've seen all the talking and all of it there. As Marty said, it's hard to get black men to come out. You want to, excuse my language, you want to be part of the BMW club, bitching more than whining, you're not doing anything. Nothing. I work in schools. I got at least 8 students. I work at CEP, y'all believe. That 8 students will murder one murdered a cop, and one shot a cop in the face. So there's not too much people can tell me. I've been to the home, I did truancy, I've been to court with them. So it's like this here. I see you in the classroom and I see you home. So I see the environment. And then the thing that kills me is like with these city agencies is like you'll get some people, but somebody like me, they got all that experience, you don't even want to touch. I'm fine with it. It's like I got another call. You know what I mean? Because if I can reach them in the school and get them before they get out here, it's done my job. And I had a couple of them come up to me, they see me like, oh, boy, man, listen. You say one guy stopped at my house with his family. Yo, you saved my life, man. So I do what I can when I can, and that's it. But your name still rings bells. I mean, across this country.
Because the battle has always, it's got to be in the street, and the brothers got to do it. Really.
And that's the sad part. Is like at your time, when you started all this, and I remember just seeing, the galvanization around the city, with it. We got we got to stop. You hardly see that. You really hardly see that, and that's the really sad part. We didn't got so conditioned with our comfortableness in our job. It reminds me of that movie, I'm Gonna Get You Something, and the guy says, our people's going through this. Yes. Yes. Well, will you help me? Well, I remember that. Well, what happened to the party? Well, they got government jobs.
Message.
I'm gonna stop on that.
Yo. Jay.
Yeah. I just want to make sure we get a picture.
Before you leave,
My name is Clyde McCoy. Mohammed. You can put down ice for sure.
and if anybody didn't sign in, they should sign in, because we'll call you and remind you about it.
So if we all just stand up next to.
Yeah,
You ain't got no room. You gonna have to take.
We gonna do it this way. Somebody standing right there.
Come on, you just stand up, really. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
I got you. I got you.
y'all tell me where you want me to be, and I'll be.
Stay where you are, and they want to surround you.
We're gonna surround you.
All right.
You want to? I know you got yours.
I don't want to get down.
Not you.
Get up, my brother.
I'm not.
You mind like that?
All right, y'all. Nobody gets in a position where you can't get up.
Get so far down there you can't get back up there.
No, I used to do this when I used to break it.
Flashback.
Jackie, the key word is used to.
Okay.
Now that's all.
Okay.
No worries.
All right.
Come on, you gotta sit here.
I'm taking 4 now, so don't nobody move. Don't nobody move, please. All right.
Oh,
Yeah,
this is-
take 3. I get the best
Sit
off.
right here in the corner.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
She not sitting there? Don't sit here.
On 3, say peace on 3.
Peace.
Peace.
Oh,
1,
say 3.
2, 3.
Peace.
Yes. Hold that. Don't move. This is number 2.
Vertical.
Vertical.
Yes, sir.
Got you.
69.
1, 2, 3.
Peace.
Yes. Don't move. This is number 3.
Lord,
You broke it.
go get your
I ain't
body.
break it.
Oh.
Come on now. Vertical, horizontal. Doesn't matter. All right. Hold
No,
it.
doesn't matter.
1, 2, 3.
Peace.
Beautiful. Don't move. The last
All right,
one.
Harvey.
Okay, I said it was gonna be 4, right?
No.
Yes, we did.
Hold that. Don't move. 1, 2, 3.
Peace.
Yes.
All right.
Nice.
Thank you. That's it. That's it.
No more
Okay. Who's phone?
No more commercial.
I like that.
Who's phone?
No more commercial.
It's flip phone. Okay.
You got just some donuts and coffee.
Nice.
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 Get some donuts and coffee.
This is so nice.
That's pretty.
I'm trying to get you to answer that question.
Oh, yes, sir.
I know.
Thank you.
Okay. Can I get?
Trying to get a donut.
Brother John.
I'm getting ready.
What's put in front of the other?
Okay.
That's about all I can do.
0, 2, 3.
Okay.
Yeah, well,
I don't know if I'm gonna take some pictures on one.
we gotta,
So we'll be here on Friday at 7 o'clock.
Yes.
7 a.m.
Meeting here, refreshments. We're going to Overbrook. We're gonna give them T-shirts, memorabilia, information on all of our organizations, and try to galvanize our youth to have a productive school year and take an inventory of what the students and the teachers need. We want to hear what they saying since how the school how this year has already been.
I was in here pretty much the same age.
No, man.
And I still got 6 gun carriers who got caught up. And they're under my supervision. So you know, I know what you're talking about. They're going to kill.
Yes.
yeah, yes, sir. Where you still working around?
You don't work with them. I don't work with them.
Yeah.
You know how it is. We all tighten throughout the city.
Oh, yeah.
Is
Is this your pen?
there.
That's right. I know it's not your pen. Don't steal it.
We guys are going.
Huh? Oh, okay. You come down here with you.
Right there, no, right in the center. In the center. Set up quick mother. Okay? Yes. Yes.
Still, Mo.
Now be careful.
Daji. Hold that. Beautiful. 1, 2, 3. Yes. Thanks, Mom. I love you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, hold it. Vertical? Doesn't matter?
Doesn't matter.
Okay, hold that, nice.
Just to and these would also would go
Okay, then, oops, sorry. 1, 2, 3. Peace. Yes. Don't move, don't move. Because you came in last month. Hold that right there. Nice. 1, 2, 3. Peace. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
There you go, my brother. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah.
This is Mr. Guard, security guy. He's a top guy who trains in gun, utilizing guns.
Okay.
Listen, I almost lost my life 2 months ago.
Start
Doing
solid.
what? Kobe?
I read him before. Yeah. Security.
He said he's been a part of the House of Umoja a long time.
That's true.
Running home and running from.
Yeah. Good man. It's a good man.
Look, I just heard about that. I was like, oh, I ain't getting in no gun.
That's what I'm saying.
Going out there. It's too many going there.
That's true.
And you had we had to map ourselves,
I lived in South Philly around that Carpenter Street. That was bad enough for me.
That was right in Columbus. That was one of the 2 guys I talked about that was against my son guy. Okay.
Somebody, hold up.
Next 20th apartment and 13th Street.
I just texted you. I just texted you the address. Just want to give you a heads up.
When you do.
7 to 5 every day. Right around 4, 37 from work. I can give you a bunch of them. Whatever you want.
Yeah, I'll get them. I'll sign them for you.
Want to sit down? Come on. Look at you. You just coordinated all the way to okay.
I know. Time just start flying.
You still got that old hood in there, boy.
Such is life, man.
Yeah.
Life always presents something new. So we think,
I'm
finished.
Hey, Mom.
I've been trying to tell you.
Coordinated. He just coordinated. Coordinated.
There's no good time.
Here's the evidence, right?
Let's talk about it. Okay.
Nice turnout.
All right, well, I'll call her later and have her reconnect to the
Make sure
phone.
you text me your information so I can call.
We got it.
Friday morning.
Get involved.
Yes, sir.
Now, I'm gonna give you a flyer with the play. We want to see you Tony. Go to the school, but we need to.
Okay, did you get in this? So you can spread this little propaganda because somebody might come around. I'm gonna get
And then,
Well, not that.
That's for the day, right?
That's what
this
the day.
is for the day, but this is Friday.
Right.
Good to see you.
I love you. Thanks for showing up.
Thank you.
Okay. All right.
Always good to see
Hi,
you,
man. Good to see you. Okay. How you doing?
Everything good.
Well,
Call me whenever you feel
I
like.
will. I every time.
Mother asked you how you book on.
Oh, it's slow, but I honestly,
He's not.
it was I'm not, because it was kind of a birthday gift to myself. So,
But there's one thing about books.
old school hip hop.
You never know.
I know.
When you least expect
Right.
it. Okay.
So it's out there. I just have to spend some more time
That's okay.
getting it to.
But you know what?
Yeah.
Tell me about your book. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Tell me how do I spell your name and what's the name of your book?
Okay.
yeah.
Mazz, M-A-Z-Z, I-E.
Okay.
Cash.
What's that? No cash.
No, C-A, not
Oh.
cash. S-H-E-R. And the book is called Brotherly Action.
And I wrote the forward for this.
It's on everything but
Right.
Amazon. I didn't get the Amazon yet, but it's digitally out there though. You can get it. Ebook. Amazon is slave.
So,
You be like, damn, I don't know if I want to even do that. I know that everybody's there, but you be like, I have a little integrity.
so what's it?
Now here's what.
Yeah, I started. My first career was a recording artist. Yeah. And I still do it. It's just, this is kind of taking first place.
Brand Agent.
Yep.
What's your song? Or one of your favorites?
That's most relevant to my life now. I got one, Can't Stay Love Enough, where we took the Black National Anthem and redid that, rapped over that. I got one called Love Spreader. I got one called Philly Truce, which is my group. So yeah, I turned 50 this year, so I did the book, I put an album out, I just did a bunch of stuff for myself. All right, brother, love you.
Philly Truth, did you get an award from the Jigs office once?
Yeah, we got a grant from them one time. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Why, you work there?
No, I work for the papers. I just remember hearing that.
Oh, you work at the Tribune. What's your name?
Sherry.
Yeah. Like, yes, sir. What game is this? You? Okay. I've seen this before.
What is your name in
You
the
see him?
corner?
Oh,
Right,
okay.
We've met a few times.
Okay.
No, you gave me his number. Okay, so.
Sure, you with the Tribune.
The silent
That's my
teacher.
business. I'm
Okay.
a professor at Temple University. Scarlet Motion Incorporated.
We have a cup of coffee for somebody. Coffee
And
drinking.
I teach people how to fly.
I will take some.
Recreational. And,
Is it plain? Is it black?
No, I gotta make
Oh,
it
you
some
did?
black.
Okay.
Now you
No,
are.
don't worry about it. I gotta get back to work.
Oh,
I have to cut out the sugar and all that.
Yeah, me too. I think that's what I think.
Yeah.
But I wasn't thinking, man.
No, it's all right. I mean, most people like it like that.
See, I make my mom her coffee. That's the way she likes it. And I make my coffee. I drink mine black.
That's what's up. All right, I'm out.
Word as much as
All right, brother.
Hey, brother.
What's your name, sir?
Harvey.
Harvey, good to meet you, sir.
You too, brother.
Thank you.
Oh, my pleasure, man.
You should see some of this work.
You got a card?
You got anything?
I got a card on. I got a card.
Oh, I'm telling you, man, it's tough. It is tough.
Going forward,
It is
I
tough.
believe
But you want to see my? I don't have any.
You got a book, so you can see some
the
of the
young
book?
men are.
No, I don't. I actually have one here.
No, it didn't go with the fire, but they packed up.
We packed
They
everything.
took everything in my bedroom and put it in some kind of storage.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened.
Website, Instagram, anything.
It's tough.
This is all.
Okay.
It's tough.
Thank
I'm
God
surprised you don't got your none of your book.
All right.
Huh?
Number.
You don't have none of your.
I'm gonna start carrying them, but I don't.
Yeah.
I don't. I'm gonna start carrying it though.
Yeah. Let me know who you gonna meet.
This is so true.
And you need to carry your book.
I know. I just told Tony. Tony gonna come.
Five or six of them, you know, in your car.
Yes,
You
sir.
know.
Yes.
Oh, brother Mozzie. Every time I see you, I'm you know, hey, this is about you. Like a
Jackie, I'll call you maybe.
Okay.
Well, you know, I can.
So Tony gonna pick up some.
You gotta do
Okay,
something.
Make sure you get one, and I'll start. You know.
Yeah.
Oh, let me give you.
We gotta push each other.
They all go.
Always good seeing you.
This
You
is-
understand?
yeah,
Carter,
yeah,
like,
yeah,
all
all-
team, no
yeah, all
Carter.
Curtis.
Take care.
And Curtis. Curtis is one of mine too. He's one of my sons. Yeah,
And my student.
Yeah.
You know what, my student. He was in the same. Well, he was in the same class as that crazy China.
Yeah, okay. Thank you, sweetheart. Yeah.
All right. Have a great.
You the same, brother.
All right. All right, bro.
All right.
Thank you.
Pleasure meeting you all. Thank you for Mom, you want one of these coffees?
No, I don't want coffee. I had mine earlier. I said.
This is a different one.
Oh, yeah. Are you done? Oh, okay. I'll resign. All right. Your name is Sherry.
Sherry.
Nice to meet you. And I'm Hakeem.
Right.
You're high.
I am Hakeem. I'm the House of Umoja and you Sherry from the Tribune.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
All right.
Take good care of her. Will you?
Oh, definitely. Definitely. are you okay? You need help?
Oh, no, I'm good.
Yeah, I moved because it was in the way of my shot.
All right. All right.
I'm
Thank you.
glad that you came.
Yes. She was outside looking. Let's see. This is how. Yeah. You being? She goes, yeah. Where are you? Where are you?
Well, Harvey, she was from the Tribune
Yes.
share.
Yes.
What's good about that is that the Tribune comes out on Thursdays
Mm-hmm.
and the march is Friday. So that'd be good if they use the pictures in the store.
Yes.
So other people know about it. That's worth everything.
Oh yes. Yes.
That was worth
I'm gonna get a copy of it tomorrow too.
Yeah. Yes.
I gotta figure out where I get a copy.
I'm gonna put a railing out front for you.
What you?
Sure, that's where I can get a copy.
I'm gonna put a railing out front for you.
Okay. You are. Okay. Whatever. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Mom, I have everything for you. I get some money. I'm waiting to get some money in.
Okay. All right. Well, listen. Don't even worry about it. In fact, on Saturday, you come to me Saturday.
Yes, ma'am. I'm gonna
I'm
meet
gonna
Saturday.
give you some money Saturday for taking the pictures of the building. You remember you did that?
Yes,
So
yes.
Saturday I can do that.
Okay.
All right.
I won't see you on Friday morning because you'll be sleeping at company. You start
I
tomorrow.
get up at 4 hours.
Okay, if you're up, Mom, I'll be here at 6. I'll be up here at 6:30.
Okay, good enough then. No, I'm an early riser, but then I go to bed early.
Okay.
All right.
See you, Connie Wani. And you know what? You're all right with me. You know that, Connie. You're all right with me. You call me Mister in a long time, girl, and I love that. Okay. Have a great day, ladies.
All right, then take care. Thank you.
Yes. My pleasure. You know how I feel about you, Mom.
Well, I appreciate it.
Come on now. You remind me of my mom and my grandma. I got spread the love, okay?
Okay.
And keep me sane. Keep me here. I normally see you, so I gotta be on point.
Take care.
Okay? You remind my family. I gotta be on point, Mom.
Okay.
You know that?
Excellent turnout.
Well, thank
Yeah,
you. Thank
excellent.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming. You know, thank you so much.
And I hope you take her advice and you go fund me.
I heard that.
Come on, don't be selfish. Don't have
I'm
selfish
not being
pride.
selfish. I
Don't,
just.
don't do selfish pride.
Okay.
God gave you a step to open it up to the world.
Okay.
And let us all join in to the glory.
Well,
To the great. Think about it. Think about it. You're not gonna do no harm to think.
Oh, no. I heard that.
Yeah. Cause like I told Mom, I got is $20, but $20, I'm gonna be the first.
That's right.
Cause they ain't gonna beat me.
That's right. Well, listen, like I said, you know, when I say no pity party,
Oh, it ain't no
I'm not,
Every
you
little bit
know.
helps. It's not a
Every
pity.
little bit helps.
There ain't no pity. It's a moment of greatness and
Because
glory.
I know people who
This
are
is
really,
historical.
really
It
in
is,
need.
this block should be historic.
This is historical.
But it was a good turnout.
Very good
I was
turnout.
happy, you know.
Yes, it
Excellent.
was. It's gonna be a good turnout Friday too.
Well, we'll see. You know,
I'm excited.
Me too.
I am too.
Me too.
You can see my husband, this was one of the favorite things. He did a lot of stuff. But his march,
This was his baby.
this
Right?
was one of his favorite things that he liked to do. So,
This was his baby,
you know,
his project.
yeah. So there's no way I can do it without thinking about him. And no way. No.
Me and Anthony was over there tossing a question. So I said, how about the issue last year? He said, go ahead. And then as soon as I asked it, you turned it over to him, this guy here. And Anthony looked at me and I looked at him. I was like, oh.
Well, you know, see, Mozzie is in those streets every day.
Oh, the guy,
Hey,
Mozzie.
Mozzie, what's sitting with me? You know,
Okay.
we don't always agree on stuff, you know, but it doesn't matter.
He's
It
in the
doesn't
streets.
matter. He's on the case. He's doing the work. And so I admire that.
Yeah.
You see, a lot of people talk, but he doesn't just talk, he does.
Yeah.
See, so I tried to tell him, I think it was last year this time, that he had to involve the brothers that were incarcerated. You know, he was doing everything in the street. I said, but you got to include the brothers that are inside. And he didn't hear me. But guess what? This year I heard through the grapevine, because the brothers inside called me. I'm on their call list. They said, Mozzie came. See, so sometimes people act like they don't hear you, but then
They do hear you.
Yeah, they hear you.
So
That's what I'm saying.
And he
to you.
doesn't know that I
The
know that.
world hears you because of your greatness now.
Right.
You gotta let us all come in and share. Because we got something to
But I'm
give.
The
just
legacy,
saying
and the
that,
legacy.
that
Yeah.
you
You
know,
gotta even
I
hear it.
when I was telling him this, you know, I didn't think he heard me. You know what I'm saying? I really didn't. And when I knew he was coming to a meeting, one of the brothers was newly released. The brothers from the inside deliberately sent the newly returned citizen to our meeting that Saturday
Oh, wow.
to check Mozzie out
Oh,
and
wow.
report it back to the brothers inside.
Oh,
That's
wow.
the way they do some stuff.
Mhm.
You don't know that. I know that because I know that. That's what we got folks inside and outside.
Yeah.
You know, but I was trying to tell him how important the brothers are from inside because their bodies are locked up, but their brains are not. They're active, they're doing, they got families, you know, and they're still community.
That's right.
I stopped one brother from acting up. One brother got out of jail and he was a Black Panther, but he was still
Wait,
at the
are we still
time.
on live?
Jackie was doing something when she came down. I don't know.
Yeah.
I hope what I just said is not online. That was something I did.
I'm gonna stop talking.
I mean, some things are for public and some things are not, you know.
Everything ain't for everyone.
No, but I'm just saying, I don't forget
Yes.
them. Let's see. I asked the brothers to stop killing. That's all I asked them. They still did other things that maybe they shouldn't have done. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think I was gonna turn out scientists and this and that. I knew them.
That's right.
You know, I knew
That's
them.
right.
And so some of them.
And they came to you